88.5 hours Sofa FM is now 17 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. in Surface and Lotion, Eastern Caribbean. Good morning to all those of you locking it down. Welcome to another edition of House Guests for today's Thursday. With me is Miss Genevieve Gonzag, Communications Officer, Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, and Soufriere FM. A special good morning to our beautiful corporate communications manager, Mrs. Lovely St Aime-Joseph. Good morning to you. It's a pleasure to have you grace us here as well with your presence.
Good morning. I guess I will just scoot over and join
Would you like a chair?
Miss Gonzag. Morning, Miss Epifan. How are you this morning?
I am good. Thank you so much. God is good. It's a beautiful day. Lovely ladies, for sure.
Miss Epifan, I am so tired but so elated. Soufriere really had a big night. And I know we're here to talk about jazz, Soufriere Jazz 2023, and all the excitement and everything that we have coming up. But really, it would be remiss of me to not mention our fabulous night for both Soufriere Regional Development Foundation and Soufriere by extension. I think after the awards, I heard somebody comment that, wow, Soufriere took it all.
I mean, it was our awards. Let's just put it out there. It was ours. There's
So
no
we
questions about it. So it really was ours. Everything that's good is for Soufriere and from Soufriere.
By all accounts, and having you here this morning gracing us with your presence, I think that on the whole speak volumes. The excitement is there, the buzz is in the air. I see all smiles. So, Mrs. Joseph, you mind sharing with us?
Yes, I had to jump out of bed. I mean, you can imagine the ceremony was held at Royalton and went well into the night, I think almost midnight. And then we had to get back down to Choiseul and I was exhausted, but I'm like, no, I need to be here this morning. And I rushed in and I'm so glad that I made it right in the nick of time. So, Cabrina, it is my pleasure to report to Soufriere, St. Lucia, the region, that Soufriere Regional Development Foundation won both of the awards that it was nominated for, shortlisted for. We walked away with the award for community-based tourism. We were shortlisted amongst three best of the best. And this comes on the heels of us capturing the first place prize in the region. So we are national winners and we are first runner up in the region amongst 9 other countries. We were first runner up for the Caribbean Tourism Organization Tourism Awards for community based tourism. And of course, anybody I'm sure will agree that this is well deserved. Soufriere Regional Development Foundation undertakes so much work within the community. Our funds, our revenue, all channeled back into the community, whether it's educational initiatives, sporting initiatives, economic initiatives, training for young people, training for residents across the board, our annual scholarship program, which we were able to reintroduce post COVID. We have the District 8 after school program that we recently launched. We had our series of symposia allowing people from Soufriere to actually play a part in shaping the next 20 years, our vision plan. So we really do undertake a comprehensive work program at Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. And I think because of that reason, both nationally and regionally, it was a no-brainer. Soufriere Regional Development Foundation deserves this commendation. Congratulations to all of the staff who make it happen, allowing us to win this accolade.
With that being said, I would like to say congratulations to you and the team as well. Kudos, job well done. It is deserving. And for persons who are actually joining us on the live, you can actually see what is up. We have bragging rights. We did it. Here it is.
And Mr. Ponty and Simon, our second award. So we had our first award, which was Community Based Tourism Award, and then Mr. Ponty and Simon, who I remember doing an interview with Choice News last night, and I said, if you've ever been to Sulphur Springs Park, you know Ponty and Simon, and you would agree that he is very deserving of this award. I had no doubt that he would walk away with it because he's truly deserving. His charisma, his charm as a tour guide. We had Mr. Bobra, who gave a great endorsement of Mr. Simon, who said, any of my VIPs, Cox and Company, we have any of our VIPs, we ask for Mr. Simon. He is that good. He's a credit to St. Lucia. He's a credit to our tourism product. And I am so thrilled. And I know everyone at SRDF is so thrilled to see him get this sort of recognition. So he won for Site and Adventure Employee of the Year.
I couldn't have agreed more. And I think also it should be a mark for other persons as well who actually want to actually walk that walk and not just the talk. Because a lot of times we do come to work, but where is the passion to give it your all? We all can do it. It has to do with dedication, it has to do with commitment and being you shouldn't be afraid to actually go the extra mile as well. So to all those of you who made this a success, congratulations. How does that really make you feel, knowing you joined us just last year?
Oh, I'm so elated, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I need to say a big thank you to Mr. Lester Casabo, who was our operations manager, coming in as corporate communications and marketing manager. He held me to such a high standard, and I remember coming in, he said, Mrs. Joseph, you're going to have to work on this nomination for the Caribbean Tourism Awards. I had a week to get it done. And thank God for a great team, my communications department. I was able to delegate responsibilities so I could take that time for that week to focus on that nomination because it's quite extensive, it's quite comprehensive. You're going up against organizations across the region, Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, all across the region. So it really needed focus, attention, and thank God for great team members who were able to come in and ensure that nothing fell through the cracks while I focused on that. Then I remember Mr. Casabo saying, we're going straight from Caribbean Tourism Awards into the Jimmys. I want you to work on these nominations. And I'm like, whoo, he's like, Mrs. Joseph, how's it going? Have we gotten those nominations in? We should take some time, go to Castries, get some endorsements done for Mr. Simon. So, got our communications team, Miss Gonzag, Mr. Gajafi Lennox, headed to Castries, filmed some endorsements for him, got the writing done. So I am just thrilled that I could have played a part in this. I'm happy that the nominations I sent in captured their awards. But Miss Epifan, it really isn't possible without our staff. They are the ones who give that quality of service that visitors can come to St. Lucia and write great reviews or through word of mouth, just say to somebody, St. Lucia is a must see. The Sulphur Springs is a must see. Gros Piton is a must see. It's all because of the excellent service of our staff. So kudos to our staff. Bravo, Soufriere Regional Development Foundation.
Thank you so, so much for sharing that. Like now that you're here as well, I feel jazzy. The buzz, the excitement is in the air. Everyone is looking forward to May 7th,
Oh,
2023.
yes.
Soufriere Mini Stadium, no other place to be. So here you are to actually let us know how has it been so far in terms of the preparations, the ticket sales, the pioneers beyond such a magnitude event.
First of all, let me just say, not just one, two regional acts. We're not only giving you Christopher Martin, we're not only giving you Patrice Roberts, we're giving you Christopher Martin and Patrice Roberts. On top of that, we're giving you the King of Kings. There's no one who can dispute Arthur Allen, King of Kings, son of the soil, Soufriere boy, homegrown talent. He is there. Shaz. Oh my goodness. Shaz is such a phenom. I'm
Woo.
thrilled every time. I'm saying it and I'm getting the goosebumps. I'm thrilled every time I see him. I think he's on TikTok. He's
Yes.
all over playing the pan at the side of. It's something about continuity. We had our pioneers, our veterans, our legends in pan music. Our orchestras, Diamond Steel Orchestra, and all of that. And I think it's literally seeing the legacy and the continuity to see a young man like Shaz and what he's doing for pan music and almost reintroducing pan to a younger generation who might not have taken so much interest. The fact that he is on the TikTok platforms and all the social media platforms, I think it's really doing something great for youth and getting them involved in pan music and the arts. So Shaz is on the lineup as well. We have the legendary Ronald Boo Hingson. If you're that sort of purist jazz fan, we have you covered with Ronald Boo Hingson, Semi Warner Francis. So the excitement is palpable. Definitely. That is an eclectic lineup. There's something for everybody there. Really. Our reggae lovers, our soca lovers, our pan lovers, our jazz lovers, there's something for everyone. So I have no doubt that we're going to see a massive turnout to Soufriere Jazz. Tickets are still available. And I want to say hats off to the committee. I think I'll let Miss Gonzague jump in at this point. I know you have seen firsthand the work that is going into this. Our chairperson of the Soufriere Events Management Organization, SEMO for short, Methodius Clese. I don't think he's gotten much sleep.
I don't think anybody on the committee has gotten much sleep. Honestly, they have been going all out, and if you're wondering, if you're still wondering and you've not yet bought your ticket, but you're still wondering, is Soufriere Jazz what I want to do? Listen, it's the perfect vibe because Soufriere in and of itself is the vibe, right? The perfect vibe, the perfect setting. I mean, think about it. You have the pitons in your background and you have an amazing lineup, and then you have amazing people next to you. Like, there's no doubt that Soufriere is the place to be on May 7th. Absolutely not. There should be no doubt.
And not just the seventh. Don't even come just on the
Come
seventh.
for the entire weekend because Soufriere is that vibe. It's just that place. You get to go to the Sulphur Springs. You get to climb Gobi Tor. You get to go to the Soufriere Beach Park. You get to go to the Airbnbs. You get to go to the restaurants and the bars. You just get to interact with people on the streets. And I think that is what sets Soufriere apart from like any other place in St. Lucia. I was sitting on a bus yesterday next to a tourist, and he was telling the young lady, "Oh my God, I love St. Lucia so much." And so she asked, "Is how often?" He's like, "It's my first time, and I came to Soufriere. I came to Soufriere, and I love it so much. My friends are getting married." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm listening." I was sleeping, but I'm hearing every time I hear Soufriere, my ears speak. My ears speak, and he's like, "I just love it so much. I'm going to the wedding, and I'm coming back to Soufriere." And I'm like, "Yes, that's the vibe that we have, and that's what you will receive for your $130 or $300 on May 7th.
And nobody does VIP like Soufriere. I'm sure you know that. Miss Ebifa,
Definitely.
nobody does
Definitely.
a VIP experience like Soufriere.
Thank you so much for that. Let's speak to the challenges, like any and everything else. What would you say are of your challenges thus far, and how best were you able to navigate as well? I would love for you to speak to the promotions. A lot of persons are asking in terms of promotions. The cheaper the prices, the better everybody would want to gravitate to that as well.
Well, with the challenges, I would say across the board, and I think anybody who's in event planning will tell you that financing is always the issue. Seeking sponsorship, but we have been fortunate. We know it's tough times, and there's everybody wants a slice of the pie. You know, from last year, the Prime Minister and the Minister for Creative Industries indicated that it would be the return of Community Carnival. So you can imagine that corporate partners were budgeting to support not just National Carnival, but the return of Community Carnivals. So, Soufriere especially is the carnival to be at. Then we had jazz. Jazz precedes Carnival. We have quite a few communities hosting jazz. and you have the national activities main stage jazz. So we're a small island, so we have a core group of corporate sponsors. So it's almost as if everybody's targeting the same businesses, the same corporate partners to try to get funding. And we are so thankful that our sponsors have been able to come on board and make that kind of contribution to Soufriere Jazz 2023, even amidst all of the challenges that we're seeing. Our big ones, and Chasney Jade Mountain, platinum sponsors. I don't think enough is said about how and Chasney Jade Mountain supports community initiatives in Soufriere. They really are an exceptional corporate partner. And for Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, I cannot think of any point, any juncture, any time that we've reached out to Anshasni Jade Mountain, whether it's for our after school program or assisting. I think we recently partnered assisting the
The
Super
Super
Comprehensive
Comprehensive School.
School with their kitchen,
kitchen.
a refurbishment to their kitchen. They are just an exceptional corporate partner in Soufriere, and we're thankful for their significant contribution towards Soufriere Jazz 2023. Our other platinum sponsor, Ladera. Anybody who goes to Ladera becomes an ambassador for Ladera. The views are just breathtaking. The service, second to
To none.
none. It really is
Exceptional.
five-star, world-renowned resort. So thank you to Ladera for coming on board.
And
Our
Sugar Beach, I feel like when we talk about corporate social responsibility,
responsibility.
Sugar Beach is up there as well. I,
So Sugar Beach is another one of
our
our
platinum
platinum
sponsors.
sponsors. Am I
We
missing any of our
have
platinum
the
sponsors?
SLTA.
SLTA. Without their support, we would not be able to put on these community events. And again, it speaks to the commitment, I think, of this administration to ensure that there was a return to jazz. I think they made the promise and they went above and beyond to see that it came to fruition. They promised a return of St. Lucia Jazz. They promised a return of Community Carnival. And I'm sure that everybody is thankful that they have kept to their word.
And our final platinum sponsor would be Bravo Hotel from Hotel Chocolat.
Chocolat.
Yes.
Yes, excellent partners, because it's not just about the cash donations, it's also in-kind donations are so important to hosting an activity like this, because you're hosting regional stars, arguably international stars. They are from regional countries, but their profile is international. They are known around the world. So they expect a level of service when they come to St. Lucia. And if it's one thing we're famous for, is our hospitality. So we make
Yes.
sure that we extend that to our visitors. We treat them like tourists, our visitors. So we want to ensure that they have a great experience, because there is a knock-off marketing and PR from them being in St. Lucia, being part of the Soufriere experience. These are people who have half a million, quarter million followers on Instagram. Can you imagine the marketing that we are receiving when they're at Sulphur Springs or when they're at one of our properties, and they boast about the quality of service, they boast about the amenities, they boast about the views? All of that redounds to a benefit for us. So our partners ensure that we can give that quality of service, that we can give that quality experience to our visiting performers. So
Yes.
that's it for our platinum sponsors. I will let Miss Gonzaga go into our gold sponsors.
Our gold sponsors, we have two of those. We have Bank of St. Lucia, and I guess they are living up to their tagline, the bank you need. And we also have Global Ports Holdings, that's GPH. So these are our two gold sponsors, and of course, we're thankful. I don't think thankful is even the word. There should be a word in the dictionary that should, so we could express how grateful we are for their support, because we really are. Without them, this initiative would not could be a success. So thank you,
Yes.
thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And again, comes to Soufriere Jazz. You will see what it is that all these sponsors have put together for you, right?
And we have our silver sponsors, MCE Sounds. You know, the quality has to be amazing. There's a lot that goes into a show like this on the technical side. So, MCE Sounds is assisting us there. We also have Fondue Eco Resort, one of our sponsors. And I must say, congratulations to
Yes.
Fondue Eco Resort. They were another big winner at the Jimmy Awards last night.
I think they won 2 awards.
Yes, I think two awards for sustainable tourism and for small
Small
hotel
hotel.
property. And you know, the always fabulous Mrs. Aeroline Lamontine going up to that stage. I heard the MC, Kidel Soni, who was one of the MCs, saying, let me tell you, if it's one thing Aeroline Lamontine is known for, the outfits,
Yes.
those
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 custom
signature
dresses. Right,
custom
right.
dresses. He said Kidel was going on about, if you see Mrs. Lamontine, expect to see a custom dress. She really is a great ambassador for Sufra. And we know that they have been in this for a long time. They've made a significant contribution to the tourism sector. And I think it was wonderful to see them walk away with those awards. The MP was in the house, and I could tell she was so proud to know that she is the member of parliament for Soufriere, and there were so many establishments and individuals from Soufriere who were being recognized at that award for their hard work. I'm sure it was an extremely proud moment for her. So that's our silver
Silver
sponsor,
sponsor.
MCE Sounds, Fondue Resorts, our bronze sponsor, WJ Montgomery, our partner sponsors, Kai Blanc, Intercaribbean Airways. We will be giving away 2 tickets, come jazz. So if you need another reason to come to Soufriere Jazz, here's one. Thanks to our partner, we will be giving away 2 airline tickets to any destination that they fly to. They're a regional carrier. So maybe you want to go to Barbados, maybe you want to go to any of their destinations.
I hope I
You,
win that ticket.
the
I
safety
call dibs
fan,
on the ticket.
let's hope you and I win the tickets. Yeah, so another reason to come to Soufriere Jazz. We also have our other partners, Heineken St. Lucia, Lewis Industries, Yellow Media, Chairman's Reserve, and Chairman's Reserve is coming on board in a big way because they are going to ensure that we give our VIPs a premium experience. So premium drinks, we have our photo booth,
We have dining. Listen. It's the
world-renowned chefs,
Ooh, I can't wait.
Chairman's
The
Reserve,
food and
distillers,
chairman's.
going to make sure you have all your premium drinks, your cocktails. We have our world renowned chef who's going to be doing the catering. We have a photo booth. Nobody does a VIP experience like Soufriere. I stand on that, and I'm sure everybody will agree after Soufriere Jazz. So we definitely say a massive thank you to Chairman's Reserve. We have Choiseul Cooperative Credit Union, Court St. Lucia, Lucelec, KAM Solutions Marketing and Advertising. And for our media partners, because of course we need to get the word out, we are thankful for their support. Of course, 88.5, Soufriere FM, Gold Media Partner. We also have MBC Real FM, Hot FM Communications Limited, which encompasses Hot FM, Kiss FM, Hot 7 TV, The Wave, Blazing FM, Rhythm FM, DBS, HTS, Radio 100, and RCI. So
Nice.
that rounds up all of our sponsors and partners.
From my viewing, preparations are well on the way for sure. Persons are asking, they may have missed the opportunity for sure when we had the specials. So I know this weekend there are a few promotional events and activities happening. Would you care to share more, Mr. Gonzag?
Okay, so we've had a few. Recently, we were at Grocery Friday night. You got the opportunity to win a ticket, or you could have gotten it at a discounted price. They were also at Addie's in Ravenclair. This is the hangout spot on a Saturday. So maybe if you're there this Saturday, you could get a chance to win the ticket as well as get it at a discounted price. We will also be
We have lots of pop-ups
Yes, there
coming
are
up. So right now, what you have to do is definitely stay tuned to
to the
88.5 Soufriere FM. We also have our social
social
media
media
pages,
pages, right?
both Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, 88.5 Soufriere FM, and there's also a special page for Soufriere Jazz 2023, the experience. So you must be following that page. Our pop-ups are happening all around. Stay tuned to find out what's our next stop for you to have an opportunity to either win tickets or get tickets at a discounted price. Right now, we still have tickets available at Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. It's only $130. You are coming to the tourism Mecca, world renowned for its sights, for its views. I tell people everywhere in Soufriere is selfie perfect, picture perfect. You cannot pick a bad spot in Soufriere. There's so much to do, there's so much to see. Just a drive will take your breath away. But then there are also things to do. Diamond Falls, Sulphur Springs, Go Piton. Even if you don't hike up, you can go to our interpretation center, learn about the history of the trail, the flora, the fauna. So you can, if you're like me and you're not built for the hiking life, you can still go to the Go Piton Nature Trail and visit the interpretation center at Go Piton Nature Trail and find out about Fongele, which is the community where the trail is based, and find out about our flora, our fauna. Go to all of the exceptional restaurants in Soufriere. Orlando's, congratulations, hats out to him again. Restaurant, what was it? Restaurant of the year?
Restaurants of
Small
the year.
restaurant of the year. That went to him at the Jimmy's last night. World renowned chef. Orlando's is there. Have a bite there. We have Michael Gustav's place. Great food. So many places. The Dream. You know all of them. There's a place next to the Dream. Oh my goodness. Burnell got some food from there recently.
Roots. She's talking about
Roots.
roots.
Roots. My goodness. She opened up the container. I was like, whoa, whoa. The smell, the aroma was just taking me to heaven. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to find myself at Roots. So who knows? People coming to Soufriere Jazz might get to Roots before I do. There are so many great places to have a meal, have a bite to eat, have a drink. So listen, Soufriere Jazz 2023.
And the great thing about
It's the
our
place to be.
restaurants is they cater to everybody, whether you're vegan, you're
They do.
vegetarian, you're they
You're
cater
a
to
pork lover.
yes.
Me.
They
Big yard. Big up, big
Yeah,
yard.
no, not forgetting. PT Peak as well, not
Yes,
forgetting
PTP
that.
has amazing food
Yes,
as well.
they
The
do.
drinks as well are amazing.
Okay.
I think when you come to Suffer, you have to ensure you take a little of everything.
Yes, there's the stone. What's it? Stone Yard.
Yes.
there is
Oh,
Sonia.
another great. Listen, just stand somewhere and just pick a spot.
Oh, I
Right,
see.
close your
Right
eyes.
selection,
Close
for
your
sure.
eyes and
Just
do
pick a
any, mini,
spot.
miny, mo.
Any, mini, miny, mo.
You
and
won't
just
be
stop.
disappointed, honestly. So I feel like more than just the weekend, maybe they should come 2 weeks in advance, experience, get a full
Certainly.
experience of Sufra, and then okay, after we're going to jazz.
Which is true, but as it was said earlier, I think from the Friday would be better, so
Oh,
we can
yes.
actually get
Yes.
an excursion around the town and meet our locals as well. Again, hospitality is one of the things that we actually preach. So persons, nothing to regret. Actually, you
Right.
understand? And I
Money
think
well spent.
which is true. Apart from what we see economically, the benefits, what else do you think? How can more benefits be, injected in terms of that big event? And we've seen other communities as well have similar jazz with WCK, with different other artists as well. But why suffer? Why would I want to come to suffer? Actually,
I think we've expounded on it so
is
much.
true.
Soufriere is a one of a kind
Which is true.
destination, and I think it's. I remember. I want to give the proper credit, but I cannot remember exactly who it was who said it. But I was having a conversation with a gentleman. I forgot his name, but he said Soufriere is a destination
In a
within a
destination.
destination. And he's absolutely correct. There's simply no experience like it. I remember you did a report with the CEO of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority indicating that at the Florida Cruise
FCCA.
FCCA conference in Miami, the partners indicated that the Soufriere experience is top three in the Caribbean.
Yes.
For our small town, we pack a big punch when it comes to tourism. And I think it's sad that we have this gem, really the jewel in St. Lucia's crown, and that we have people from all across the globe coming to experience Soufriere, to take in the sights. And you would be amazed to know that there are people right here in St. Lucia who have never experienced those
That's so
sites for themselves.
it
And
always shocks me.
and
Somebody
here,
said they had not been to the Sulphur Springs. I was like, are you not from St. Lucia? How could you have not come to Soufriere?
but we're
And
correcting that. We're saying here is an opportunity to correct that.
Mhm.
So perhaps we've taken for granted all of the blessings that we have right here in St. Lucia. Some of us travel to other countries and we're taking the experiences and we're amazed, we have a good time, and we forget there are places to discover right here in St. Lucia. So if you've not had an opportunity to do so, here is your opportunity. And I think that explains, why Soufriere, because Soufriere is much more than a music concert. Soufriere is a complete experience. Soufriere is dining, Soufriere is shopping, Soufriere is, the vendors, our market, our Sulphur Springs, Gopiton, Diamond Falls. You have new properties coming on stream, the bed and breakfast, uh, the accommodation. Some of these places, which categorize themselves as small properties or Airbnbs, when you walk into some of these establishments, you're like,
wait,
wait,
is this not 5-star?
this this looks 5 star. This feels
Five
5 star.
Mhm.
So here is your opportunity. Come to a small Airbnb, come to a small property, but still get that 5 star experience and that treatment. Come enjoy your country. This is ours. We are the jewel in the crown. Come to the tourism mecca and have a great experience. Take your photos, light up Instagram, light up Facebook, excursion after excursion. We have trails. Fondue recently opened
Open
up
the,
a
the,
new
the
tour.
museum. We have a museum
Yes.
now. So
Hotel Chocolat has a fabulous tour as well. Come make some chocolates. We also have, there's a new one. It's on the hill. Kako? What?
that's between Soufriere and Schwitzel and
No.
Canaries.
Canneries. There's a
Kako Set Lissi.
Kako Set
So in addition to the chocolate tour, they also have a restaurant now. So the upstairs is actually a restaurant. It's
There's so much to
it's
do.
amazing.
There is so
Or you could go.
much
Is
to
it
do.
called Kako Dancing at Fodu, where you get to dance on the cocoa
Oh
pods?
yes,
That's an experience I think everybody should.
that's a
should have.
historical
It's-
experience,
it's
and you
amazing.
you learn the history of Saint Lucia. There's so much history to our sites and to our different properties. I think Mr. Oje, our chairman, was saying to me once, Soufriere has locations that are named after precious jewels. I think there's a diamond.
Diamond, Ruby, Estate,
Yes.
Right.
Sapphire Falls.
Yes.
Right. That history. Come learn. Come be entertained. It's something for everybody. If you're a history buff, Soufriere is the place for you. You're a fat kind of person, you just like to have a good time, Soufriere is the place for you.
You're a
Right.
foodie as well.
You're
a
This
foodie.
over the
Soufriere is the place
for
for you.
sure.
You love nature.
Soufriere
Soufriere
is
is
the
the
place.
place for you.
Definitely.
You
And
like R&R?
Yeah.
You just want rest and relaxation? Oh my goodness. The sulfurs, I can never get over it, Miss Epifan. When you do the research about the sulfur springs and balneotherapy, if you've not heard of balneotherapy, I challenge you. Get onto Google, get onto YouTube, and read and learn about the benefits of balneotherapy. Whether you have arthritis, whether you have skin problems, that thermal bath in the sulfur springs with all its minerals, its iron, its sulfur, everything else, that is so good for your skin, for your circulatory system. It helps the body to purge. It helps with pain management. It helps with getting your skin healthy. So if you are somebody who's into health and wellness, take the week, take the weekend, come and get at least, and you need at least 3 soaks in the sulfur springs, in those restorative waters, those healing waters. I traveled to Martinique for Christmas. And there's this brand which is all the rave in France and its overseas territories. It's called La Roche-Posay. La Roche-Posay's marketing strategy is that they boast that their products have thermal water, made with thermal water. What is the thermal water? We have thermal water right here in St. Lucia at the Sulphur
Very
Springs,
Soufriere.
and we don't have to go into the pharmacy to pay for La Roche-Posay products with thermal water. The thermal water is right there. Come to Soufriere Jazz from Friday and go and get to the thermal water.
Which is
Save yourself
true.
some money. Go to the thermal water. It's right there.
Definitely. And our people love to party for sure. So I think it's an experience that nobody would want to actually miss. I, for one, do not want to miss it for sure. And we're encouraging persons to come down May 7th, Soufriere Mini Stadium. I would love for you to tell us what do you think is hoped out of this experience? We know from jazz we're jumping into carnival, and Soufriere is,
Still the place to be.
yes, still the place to be.
Yeah. I think we have a
Without
moment.
being, to prejudice for sure.
I mean, there's
The
nothing
truth
wrong
is the
with.
truth.
There's nothing wrong with. Listen, I
We
tell
support
everybody,
everywhere. We love.
I love St. Lucia,
If you
so I
can do
love
all of them,
everywhere.
do all of them. But I think everybody will agree that Soufriere is unique.
Top tier.
Soufriere is
Yes,
just
it is.
unique. We are unique. Everywhere you go to and you see St. Lucia being marketed, what do you see?
The
The Piton,
Petons.
the Sulphur
The
Springs.
Sulphur Springs,
definitely.
the iconic Twin Peaks, our Sulphur Springs. We are unique. So St. Lucia is the crown. We love our crown. We jealously guard our crown, but we are that big jewel in the crown. That's Soufriere right there. So we just want to keep the momentum going. I think we're going very well at this point. I think we're going to make a statement with jazz and then move straight into carnival. Soufriere Carnival has grown so much. And I think the rest of the country agrees that doing National Carnival, the street parade, the 2 day street parade, I think the experience after that that most people seek out is the Soufriere experience of Carnival. It really has grown by leaps and bounds. And kudos to everybody who has been involved up to this point in making Soufriere Carnival what it is. It really has been a collaborative effort, and even just the revelers, because it's a vibe. When you come, you could have all the best setup, you could have, but you come and there's just something
Some
missing.
unmatched.
There's just an aura, something that's missing. It's never missing in Soufriere though, because the people, my goodness, the people, when you come, it's vibes on vibes on vibes
Which is true.
on vibes.
I would allow you to answer a question someone posed at me yesterday. Apart from the virtual launch we had on the 18th, persons are wondering, is there like a opening, so for opening of jazz? Maybe just again because they love party so much. Is there a soft opening, something maybe to kind of boost them into going into the big event?
Well, we had our launch of jazz, which was great. I think we've seen this transition into, the virtual space. So that was our very successful launch of jazz. And because jazz is around the corner, right now the focus is on having those pop-up events to ensure that people have an opportunity to win tickets or get tickets at a discounted price. So right now, this is the home stretch. So we are focusing on the event and giving you an experience that is three times worth what you have spent. So that is the focus. Make sure that you come down to Soufriere. We are not saying the 7th. Yes, the music concert is on the 7th, but to get the full Soufriere experience, you must come down from the Friday, or if you're on vacation, come for a week, come for 2 weeks. But if you're not on vacation, you get off work on a Friday, head down to Soufriere. And I think actually we are seeing a lot of that happen, because just from my conversations with some of the smaller properties, a lot of them have indicated that they are
They're
already
booked
fully booked
for that time
for that
period.
weekend. So there you see, I think it goes back to one of the questions that you posed earlier in terms of the impact of Soufriere Jazz. There really is a ripple effect when we have events such as these. It's not just a social event for people to have a good time. The vendors benefit, the taxi drivers benefit, the small properties benefit, the restaurants benefit, our sites benefit, our shops benefit. Somebody might come, people are coming down to Soufriere, they might get their accessories, they might get their dresses. And I mean, my God, our boutiques have such fabulous
Showcasing,
selections. We
yes.
we I remember doing our fashion show in December, showcasing, some of the best of the boutiques in Soufriere. And I remember people saying they were amazed at what they saw was available in Soufriere. In fact, yesterday I had to run by Impressions quickly to pick up a few earrings, and I'm always, the prices are great, the selections are great, whether you're going to Beauty and Sense, whether you're going to Ursulines, whether you're going to Impressions. What are some of the others? We have a Tic Tac boutique. We have
We have
so
Emma dolls
We have
as
Emma
well.
Emma
Doll.
Dolls,
Creativity, for sure.
so many great boutiques, so many great clothing stores. Everything you need is in Soufriere, and we're so happy that we can host activities like these that give people an opportunity to earn revenue. The ripple effect is not to be underestimated.
And this event starts from 2 to 10 p.m. So be there early enough, as we indicated, so you can have a tour, have a deeper appreciation with what Sophia is all about, the various offerings, get rejuvenated, check our culinary arts and have fun. Just immerse yourself. I'm gonna say we've seen a pattern in terms of the weather. Let's just hope all goes well, that we have sunny weather. If not, I think people would still love to jump and party in the rain,
I was
Oh
regardless.
just coming to
yes.
this.
You,
I
you
was just coming to this. Listen, the rain will give it a different vibe.
okay.
The sun is all amazing. We would have, a regular activity. If it's raining, then we
What was the iconic
improvise.
song by Ninja Dan, Labue?
Yes,
I remember
Not for
going.
all. It would rain on your lashes and your
that's okay. And then when
Listen, I remember going to, at the time, I think it was called Caribbean Soca Monarch or Oasia Soca Monarch. And Ninja Dan was one of the performers vying for the title. And that was the year he had the song Labue. And lo and behold, it started raining heavily during his performance. People got out from the tents, out from VIP, went down onto the grounds, and literally started to labourer. And they were having such a great experience. And I was standing there looking at them, I'm like, what is going on? I think when our people come out to have a good time, they do not let anything get in their way. But we're hoping that we're going to have clear skies.
hopefully,
But
yes.
if there are showers, they will be showers of blessings, and we will proceed. And I know our people will not let anything get in
in
the
their way.
way of seeing those eclectic performances. Patrice Roberts, Christopher Martin, Arthur Allen, Ronald Buhingson, Chaz, Semi Warner. We have some great DJs, our
We have
very
Sidela
own
as well.
C.
Yes.
Dale, A1
Yes. We
Jugglers.
have Hollywood HP. It's going to be amazing. Just think of the mix in your head. Think about it. Think of all the amazing songs and their performances. Some of these people we've seen them live. So imagine that in Soufriere.
I know I'm excited. Given the fact that I have both of you here, I know perhaps your Patrice Roberts is fun.
I am a
Ayo.
Patrice fan, but I can't wait to listen to Chris Martin live. I don't know what it is. I love, 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 love his music. I can't wait. I can't wait. I really can't. There's one thing I think we forgot though. We have a kids zone. So if you're thinking, I have a child and I can't come to jazz, that is not an excuse because Soufriere Jazz has already thought of that and come up with a solution for you. So we have a kids zone and children under 12 are actually free. So they get to come in, they have their own section, they get to jazz and play and be entertained while you focus on bigger things and better things like our performances. So everything is well in place
There's something
for
for
the May
everybody. So
7th.
you single, you coming out, you just want to have fun, you just want to vibe. It's the place for you. You want to make it a family event. You want to come down from the Friday, bring your entire family, stay at one of our wonderful Airbnbs, do the dining, do the excursions, and then take the entire family to the mini stadium. Then Super Jazz 2023 is also for you. Single, married, family, no family, children, no children.
Super
We're
is the place for
welcoming
you.
everybody. And I think I don't think enough is said about how Sufre has grown as an events destination and location. We saw major sporting events happening in Sufre. Our mini stadium, people were coming down, and increasingly you see we are the hosts for sporting events, political events. We recently had a massive, I think it was a full weekend of political
Yes.
activities. Where in
In
Sufre,
Super.
um, events. We had successful
We just saw
fetes
it, yeah.
happening recently. I think there's one coming up this weekend. We have jazz coming. We have carnival coming. So I think we're really crafting a niche for ourselves in terms of an events location. I think more and more St. Lucians are realizing that if you're looking for the right place to host an activity, you really cannot go wrong with Soufre. And whether it's sporting, like I said, whether it's a sporting event, whether it's an educational event, whether it's conferences, symposia, fetes, you name it, Soufre is an amazing location.
Definitely.
And we're growing.
88.5 hours of FM. Imagine it's already after 11. When you're having fun, imagine how the time goes.
Yes.
Just before we end this interesting discussion, I would love to have you guys here to share more information for those persons who may have just been tuning in or to those who may have missed, but they can always go back on the live and then, get whatever information they think that would speak to them. Um, what would you, in terms of the encouragement for persons for May 7th, what would you like to leave with the listening audience?
I think I'll let you start.
Soufriere is a vibe. That is what I would like to leave with the audience. Of course, like we said, the prices for our tickets, they're affordable. You will get more than what you pay in that experience. You're at VIP, right? You get fine dining, you get premium drinks, you get an elevated view of the stage, you get these amazing backdrop,
Photo
you
booth.
get a photo booth, you get amazing people. Who knows? Right there, a networking opportunity. That's for VIP. You're on the grounds. You in front of the stage. You have drinks. There are food. There are people. There is vibe. You get all that for your $130. You don't have $130? Stay tuned to our social media pages. You might just get the ticket at a discounted price. You go to the different pop-ups. You just might win yourself a ticket, right? And like we said, there is something for everybody in Soufriere. You want to relax before you come to jazz? We have that for you. You want to do something a little more physical? We have that for you. You want to go out and experience the different types of food? We have that for you. You want to go to a fete before the fete? We have that for you as well. So there is something for everybody. And on May 7th, there is also something for everybody because you could come whether you're single, whether you're married, you have children, you have a baby, you have an elderly parent. Everybody who wants to come to jazz, there is something for you in the mix and in the environment. So
Thank you so much for that.
just make it the place you. In fact, I would say move to Soufriere, but I guard Soufriere very heavily. So just come visit and then go back home.
Come for the vibe. Well, as for me, I'll be drinking water and minding my business for sure.
Same. Same. Oh my gosh, I cannot. You were asking her about her favorite artist, and she mentioned Christopher Martin. And I mean, I love him. He's such a smooth crooner. He has that finesse about him.
Listen,
Wonderful,
we're
wonderful
pirates of the
artist.
Caribbean. Okay, that's
How,
what we are.
however, for me, the whole female empowerment thing, I think I'm so thrilled to see how Patrice Roberts has really grown. I think right now she is the undisputed Caribbean queen of soca.
Mhm.
Presently, I think she has shown her versatility in her music, whether it's drinking water and minding your business, whether it's this little one. They can't do it on one thing. Somebody get that. Oh, that's my song. That's my
Okay.
song. That's my song. It's just a hit after hit after hit after hit. She really has had a phenomenal career, and she's going just as strong. And I think it should make every woman proud. It should make every Caribbean person proud that here is a young woman who has broken down barriers, doing so well, and just versatile. I love her versatility. So I will be like you, drinking water, minding my business come the 7th. But my final words, I just want to say, remember, Sufra is a destination within a destination. And everybody should have, as you mentioned, those bragging rights of having experienced our iconic sites and taking in our dining, our shopping experience, our events. I think we are a top tier events location. So here is your opportunity for Soufriere Jazz 2023 to get your family, come down to Soufriere for the weekend or for the week. Visit the Sulphur Springs, Diamond Fall. You're spoiled for choice. We are the spice of life because we have variety. We have variety in all things, in dining, in natural sites, in wellness sites, tours, making chocolate, scuba diving, boat tours. I mean, a lot can be said about our marine activities right now in Soufriere. Go visit the PMA, see what they do. Our vendors, oh my God, they're so friendly. It's an experience by itself. Going to the market, that experience, Saturday morning, that is the essence of Caribbean life to me. Taking a trip to the market, there's something about it that makes me feel very grounded.
I can perhaps agree, especially getting your coconut water to start the morning, definitely, and get your local herbs for sure. Because too
A
often,
little
yeah,
chichima. We
too
don't say
often we
turmeric.
spend time
Our
in
little
buying bottled
chichima.
stuff for
Yes,
sure.
you get your little chichima. You get
Your
your
spring
ginger.
onions, your
No, we don't say
ginger.
spring onions. We
Your
say
tea
our
lion.
tiloyon. We
Okay.
get our chichima, our tinoyon. You go. Somebody gives you some life changing advice. You know how much life changing advice I've received just going on a trip? I'm like, oh my God, I need some ginger. I keep having these headaches. And some, caring older lady will pull you to the honey, take this, do that,
Severe
mix it with this.
kisa
Meta
kisa.
ticho sa, meta
Mhm.
eka ticho kisa, uka guaje sa, uka fe sa, uka
And it really works, honestly.
It
Yes, it
does.
does.
my goodness. Soufriere Market is an experience that you must have. So if you come to Soufriere Friday, you make sure you're here by Friday. You're staying at one of our Airbnbs. Please take a visit down to the bus terminal and go have the experience of that Saturday morning at the market. You can ask them about the herbs. They will tell you the uses, the flavors. Oh my. And then go have dinner, or go back to your Airbnb with your herbs and all your food stuff, and prepare a nice meal yourself if you wish. I just want everybody to have the ability to brag about the Soufriere experience, because I think we take it for granted that visitors from all over. They're on social media, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, and you see the views and you see the food and they're boasting and they're like, oh, St. Lucia, St. Lucia. But we can have that experience as well.
Right.
The weekend of jazz. Sulphur Springs, paint your body in the white and the black mud. Create your own buzz, send it to your family group chat. You might not like the Instagram and the TikTok, but we all know everybody has a family WhatsApp group. Everybody has a family WhatsApp group. I was at the Jimmy's and people were literally like, oh, my family WhatsApp group. Oh my God, they already screenshot the thing on television. They recorded it from. Everybody has a family WhatsApp group. So you are going to have some great photos from Soufriere to put in that family WhatsApp group to say, my, look at what we did. We went to Diamond Falls. We went to Sulphur Springs. We went to Orlando's. Oh, we took a drive up to Kaibla. We went to the Beacon. Oh my God, the Beacon is another one. Woo! The
Unmatched
food.
service, unmatched food. Wow.
Would
The
you believe
Just
food.
wow.
sit here all day?
Just talking about the
Yes.
amazing experiences in Soufriere.
You know what they should do? Go to the viewpoint and try to put your finger on the peak of the petals. That challenge, I think everybody should do. It's amazing trying to get the correct coordination to get your finger. And we have multiple locations where you could get that. You could get it at Ted Paul or at our insignia, the World Heritage Site insignia. If you stand there, you get the most amazing view of the pizza. So they should go to our different views, our different sites. The one at Colobet, there's something about coming down to Soufriere. Every time I'm on my way to Soufriere, I want to cry. I remember when I was living in Castries on a weekend when I came down. Every time I hit the viewpoint and I saw, you would see the mini stadium and you can see the houses and the beach and the pizza.
It's
I
a
would literally
transcendental
want to
feeling.
cry. Like the air all of a sudden feels different,
The
and
air
it
does feel different. Yes.
Whew. And even now that I'm living in Soufriere, if I go to Castries and then on my way back, I'm like, wow.
And when you come
This
to
is
when you come to
home.
Soufriere, let me put in a plug. When you come to Soufriere, you might as well come visit shows.
That's a bit far off.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a 15-minute drive. Drive around.
They have
We
the
must
vibe.
listen. We must discover the Southern Belt. I think a lot of people are in the north. They do the whole Rodney Bay, Grosley, Castries. They go to the Castries market. All wonderful places to visit. So Castries. They go up north. They go to Rodney Bay. I think we should do the same when
the
we come
south.
to the south. Go to Miku, go to Viewfort, go to Choiseul, discover
Oh, not
places.
Beaufort for now.
Go to Chutig. There are so many
And there are
places
hidden gems in Choiseul. The sugar mills.
everywhere. Canneries,
Canneries have some
ancillary.
very beautiful viewpoints as
Discover
well.
your
I think
island.
if we stop to think on our, I think we're just rushing too much. If we stop to look at what is around us, we will realize how
discover
beautiful
Saint
Saint
Lucia.
Lucia is.
But certainly
Maybe
discover
I'm
Soufriere.
guilty of not knowing my island for sure.
I think a lot of us, a lot of us, we stick to where we were born and where we
And
grew
what we
up,
know,
and we
right?
don't really explore. And you'd be surprised the number of times I was attending events in Castries, and us from down south. Even though we work in the north, we will be there on time. We
Which is
will be
true.
there first. We don't grumble about attending conferences in Castries, but sometimes people from the north, when there are events in the south, I hear them complaining, it's too far. I don't know. And I'm like, but we're in the south and we come up north all the time for the conferences, for work, for everything else. So here's an opportunity to step outside of the norm. If you've always stuck to the confines of the north, you have not really been adventurous in knowing your island and discovering all the hidden gems and the smaller, attractions. It's a great opportunity to do so now and take in everything there is to take in. And we're better to do that than the tourism mecca.
Right. We live where they vacation, so you have to.
Yes.
Why not vacation where you live?
Yes.
I agree, definitely. Again, like I said, thank you so much. That was a lot we had to share today with our listening audience. It's a pleasure. I'm hoping that maybe as the time draws a bit nearer, maybe we could just come in to again thank our
Oh,
sponsors because
yes.
that would not
And
have been
keep everybody
possible
updated.
without them for sure. So stay tuned to Surf FM for more information that will be made available. Please follow our various Facebook, social media pages as well, and you will be kept abreast.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets, of course. And for us, well, we haven't purchased our tickets yet for sure, but we will do so. Thank you so much to the both of you. Again, congratulations to this organization for sure, SRDF. Kudos to the team and to you as well for joining us and your support, your indelible work. Thank you for the impact that you had so far on not just the organization, but on us as a whole.
Thank you very much, Miss Ibifan. Congratulations again to the staff, the management, our board, all of our team players. Congratulations for Community Based Tourism Award and Site and Adventure Employee of the Year Award, which went to Ponty and Simon. Don't forget to visit the Sulphur Springs, climb, go Peter. You must experience the Go Peter Nature Trail, go to the beach park, go to our viewing sites, and most of all, come to Soufriere Jazz 2023. It's an eclectic mix of wonderful performers from the region and St. Lucia.
With that being said, it's now 80 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. in Surface and Lotion Eastern Caribbean. This has been a special edition of House Guest for today, Thursday, the 27th of April, 2023. Like we did say, stay tuned to our pages, listen to us via frequency, keep abreast. We're out. Have a productive one.
Soufriere Jazz is back on Sunday, May 7th, 2023. The perfect vibe with the perfect setting under the Beatles. Jazz, Sammy, Arthur Allaire, Boo Hickson, headliner Christopher Martin,
Don't let me cheat on my girlfriend.
and soca sensation Patrice Roberts.
Drink water and mind my business.
Early bird tickets 100 EC. Tickets cost 130 EC and VIP tickets 300 EC. Get your tickets at all sale outlets, Steve Barbershop, and the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. Follow Soufriere Jazz the Experience on Facebook for more information.
Children under 12 are free. No smoking allowed.
Soufriere Jazz 2023 is brought to you by Platinum sponsors SLTA at Chastity Jade Mountain, Sugar Beach of Viceroy Resort, Hotel Chocolat. Gold sponsors Bankers St. Lucia, Ladera, GPH. Silver sponsor MCE Sounds. Bronze sponsor WJ Montgomery. Partner sponsors Kai Blanc, Inter-Caribbean Airways, Heineken St. Lucia, Lewis Industries, Chairman's Reserve, Digicel, Yellow Media, Choiseul Cooperative Credit Union, Court St. Lucia, Blue Select. Media partners 88.5 Soufriere FM, NBC Real FM, Hot FM, Kiss FM, Hot 7 TV, The Wave, Blazing and Rhythm FM, DBS, HDS Radio 100, Cam Advertising, and Radio Caribbean International.
On Friday, get ready to witness the biggest names in Caribbean music. It's the grand opening of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2023. Back at the Meadows Park in the heart of Castries. Come experience the explosive performance of the biggest soca band in the world. Cast the band. Get ready to witness the unstoppable force that is Shensia.
First thing in the morning, when
Shensia.
I wake up,
As she
thank God for
performs
life.
hit after
In the
hit.
mirror, say yes, I'm the best. No girl over, no man, me no idiot. If me a sincere, me a keep that.
And move to the rhythm of TYP and friends. TYP in the building. Talking to the goddamn. Tickets are $80. Go to stlucia.org/jazz to purchase now. The grand opening of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 20, Memphis, and the Middle for the Park.
Tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work.
Looking for a Friday night lime? Cool Joint Disco in Victoria Choiseul presents Friday Night Cockfights this Friday and every Friday from 7 p.m. onwards.
Enjoy our drink specials. Campari 2 for 10 and 1 for 6. Guinness 2 for 10 and 1 for 6. Pizza Bear 4 for 15. Bounty Rum 2 for 6 and 1 for $4. Heineken cans $5. This and every Friday. Waiting time 7 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend to bring a friend over at Cool Joints Disco in Victoria Choiseul.
You asked for more live and relevant talk shows, and we heard you. 88.5 Soufriere FM presents House Guest, a brand new fresh fortnightly feature airing on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. House Guest will showcase a cadre of professionals from doctors and entrepreneurs to the next door friend